I'm here with James Campion, elite popular investor on eToro. I'm going to do my best today to try and dive into James's mind and maybe find out a little bit about what makes him tick outside of eToro. James, great to have you with us.
Great to be here.
Good. Firstly, I want to sort of go back a little bit and find out about sort of you starting as an investor on eToro, how that sort of came about and how sort of really you knew that you could be a popular investor.
Sure. So my career started in banking, and I got onto the eToro platform because every Monday and Wednesday we'd have a conference call. We'd all be huddled around the conference phone, listening to the chief economists and analysts with their thoughts and predictions. And it was great to have the ability to act on that. So the eToro app was perfect for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you think eToro has made you a better investor over the years? Again, our sort of real premise for investing is, making it more accessible, opening up markets for everyone. How do you think that's made you a better investor over the years?
Sure. So, on eToro, you get access to thousands of securities, not just in main markets like the US and Europe, but also local markets like here in Dubai. And that expansive asset universe is incredibly helpful for investors.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what we tend to see at eToro as well is that sort of home bias, right? People really love their sort of home stocks because they're what they know, and it's kind of the assets that they understand a little bit more. What would you say is your biggest strength as an investor?
I would say it comes down to curiosity.
Okay.
Curiosity about business models, how different industries work and how they work together, where the economic incentives lie.
Yeah, that's. I think it's one of them where you've got to sort of ask questions, right? Sort of find out, dive a bit deeper, and always sort of understanding or wanting to understand a bit more is always really good. We're going to look ahead a little bit further. We're going to look into sort of 2025. We're wrapping up sort of 2024. What do you think are going to be the key themes to watch in 2025, and how are you going to position for that?
Sure. So the last 2 years has really been about 7 stocks, and I think the market's going to broaden out as we go into 2025.
Yeah.
I also think that gold is going to become a bigger and bigger constituent of people's portfolios.
Yeah.
It does well in almost any economic environment looking forward from here, and it's very underrepresented in most people's portfolios at the moment.
Yeah, I think we're maybe seeing that shift in the younger generation for preference of owning Bitcoin into gold. So it's nice to keep gold within the conversation, right? I think we've been here at Abu Dhabi Finance Week, and the conversation has been a lot on crypto and the digital side, but again, it's good to bring gold back into the question. We're going to look ahead now. We're going to go to 2030. Is there a trend or an innovation that maybe doesn't exist or that people aren't talking about yet that you think will be a staple in 2030?
Yeah, so I think there's a tidal wave of gene therapies coming through. So in phase 2 and phase 3 trials, we see a lot of very strong results. And this could be as revolutionary as antibiotics and other mainstream medicines.
Yeah, I think we've seen a real development over recent years. Obviously, I think the most probably exciting one that we've probably seen is the release of the GLP-1 drugs, right? That was an exciting time. You have covered that quite a bit in your time, right?
Yeah. And I think that trend will continue. I think it's still very early days. There's never been a drug that 75% of the population have been eligible for that has such positive health outcomes.
Yeah, absolutely. So bringing it back, 2025, I want you to sort of come and maybe give us a little bit something outlandish, right? A bold prediction, maybe. Again, at the moment, we've got this view of interest rates coming down, inflation subsiding. If you had to sort of look at 2025 and take a completely different approach to maybe what other people are thinking, a bold prediction, what would it be?
I think gold will be the best performing asset next year.
Okay, that is a very bold prediction. We just had Bitcoin hit $100,000, but gold is going to be the best performing asset. You heard it here first from James. James, thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers, thank you.